What's up, everybody? So, how did I fare for my first month of a year in game development? Well, I think I did pretty good. I was really hoping to start off this video by sort of announcing the release of Soda Dungeon on Steam, but unfortunately that's not the case. We were very close to doing that, and we have our announced date released at this point, which is February 7th. So I'm pretty happy about that, but I was hoping to have it out just a little bit sooner. As far as other game-related work, Pox and I put together a demo for Soda Dungeon, a Flash demo version that we plan to release on Flash websites. Not until we until we finish our Steam version and then we do a mobile update, but then we have a demo version planned that we can sort of use to promote our main versions. Other than that, we also did some work on the Soda Dungeon 2 engine. Again, it's not really much to show. We're really just kind of rebuilding the current game in Unity, but we're doing it in such a way that allows for a lot more content to be added to the game. As far as non-game development, I made it through a couple of books this month. First up was Masters of Doom by David Kushner. Very good book, very entertaining, also very motivating, so I would give it a read. My main complaint is that it has a lot of sort of nerd worship in it, and the author would have you believe that the people who created Doom were sort of the greatest men to ever walk the earth, and while what they did was impressive, you have to be realistic. I mean, it's just a video game. So that being said, still very entertaining and motivating, so check it out. I also read through The War of Art by Steven Pressfield, and this was recommended to me in my last video by a user named Domino Dude, so thank you for that. And this book is about, it ties into what this video series is. It's about staying motivated, working on your own creative projects, so on and so forth. And it really deals with sort of the resistance you face in just working on your own. Toward the end, the book gets into some sort of weird spiritual territory with like angels and stuff, so take it with a grain of salt, but other than that, it's still a pretty solid read, and you can get through it in a few days. I also wanted to toss in a plug for The Art of Game Design by Jesse Schell. Now, I already read this last year, but it's a really solid book, and I haven't seen too many books like it, that they're not technical, but they're not light either, and it really does cover a lot of the core ideas and mechanics of actual game design in terms of interacting with the player, building your user interface, keeping them invested in the game. I think a lot of people look at the main pillars of game design or game production as programming, art, and sound, but if you don't focus on the actual mechanics, then your game's not really going to be that great. You should really read this book. I also read a couple of articles. Let me check my notes here. The use of flow fields to solve crowd interaction and propagation in a game called Planet Coaster. And the other one was basically just a sort of explanation of the League of Legends rendering pipeline. Now, both of those subjects are, they're not really stuff I deal with intimately. I don't do a lot of 3D game development, and so to some extent those concepts were a little above me, but I think it's really important to just try to maintain a grasp on that next level, whether it's something more advanced than what you're working with, or if you're trying to just discover about things you don't know about. It's good to have them in mind. What else? Oh, I played Pony Island for research. It's an interesting game. I don't know if I would call it fun, but it was certainly an experience. It's sort of a metagame in the vein of like Thomas Was Alone or the Stanley Parable. I was compelled to finish it, I'll say that much. Yeah, I mean, it's worth a few dollars. I think I picked it up on sale for a few bucks, and it's definitely worth that. So if those kind of games appeal to you, you would probably enjoy it. Lastly, I watched a talk on emulation from GDC 2016. Again, it's not really something that directly affects me as a game developer, like I don't deal with emulation, but it's just sort of one of those technical concepts that I think is good to know, especially for game developers. And so it sort of just deals with some of the mechanics behind emulation, and it just deals with some of the issues that the speaker dealt with when it came to porting an old Mega Man game to a new legacy collection, and sort of the ethics of emulation, I guess. So again, not really something that affects me directly, but contained a lot of good information. So I'll post links down below if you want to check out anything I mentioned in this video today, the books, articles, etc. As far as this upcoming month, my main goals are really just to see a successful launch of Soda Dungeon on Steam, which, fingers crossed, shouldn't be a problem. To just continue development on the Soda Dungeon 2 engine. And I've already started on a short list of books and articles to read for next time. So when I get through those, I'll be sure to tell you about them. But until then, I'll catch you guys next time.